Jim Richardson has been a photographer for National Geographic since 1984. His social documentary style photography most often focuses on rural small-town scenes. He has had over 20 stories published in National Geographic. Much of Jim Richardson's work can be found on his website. His photograph titled Wisconsin Farm, Wisconsin, USA depicts a very aesthetically pleasing scene of rolling hills and fog coming in on a quiet-looking farm in Wisconsin. What is different about Jim Richardson's approach to this photograph is that it is shot from above, which reveals the alternating green shades of the field and the shadows created by the landscape. This photograph could fall under the category that it provides the viewer a new vantage point as it reveals to us the vastness of the landscape. This photograph by Jim Richardson, titled Flint Hill Fire, uses the photographic method of using backlighting to accentuate the silhouettes of the people on horses. The lack of definition of the people on horses creates a mysterious scene and makes you question what is the situation or the purpose behind the fire. In this sense, the photograph almost does not fall under the photographic category of detail by keeping some mystery behind the scene. In addition to photographing many rural landscapes, Jim Richardson also has a passion for photographing what he calls whiskey country. In this photograph, we see this distillery manager admiring the outcome of his hard work. The photograph from 2009 is titled Scotland Burns. This photograph is important to photography because Jim Richardson approaches the scene uniquely through his choice in timing to create a soft lighting from the time of day, and by shooting from the side to make your eyes drawn to the subject matter that is the man in the photo. Another area Jim Richardson often photographs is scenes in Ireland. This photograph of an Irish farmer taken in 2005 in the northwestern coast of Ireland could fall under the category of explanatory photographs while also being aesthetically evaluative with the monochromatic shades of green in the background. What is different about Jim Richardson's approach to this photograph is that he chose to have the subject look directly into the camera. This creates a different kind of connection between the viewer and the photograph because it invites them into the scene more. Jim Richardson also has a series called Feeding the Planet. One of the areas he chose to focus his photographs on was the specific seeds he came across. These photographs are much different from his usual style of photography, as they could fall under the photographic category of descriptive. The main intention of this photograph, titled Q Millennium Seed Bank UK, is purely to provide close-up photograph of the structure of the seeds. It is not intended to provoke a great amount of feeling for the viewer. This photo from his series titled Death of Night falls into the category of ethically evaluative photography. Although at first glance it just looks like a visually appealing scene of trees, it is proof of the growing problem of light pollution as seen by the unnaturally light night sky. This series by Jim Richardson is important to photography because it portrays a social issue in a visually stimulating way. Jim Richardson is unique in his styles of photography. His work includes many styles, including descriptive, aesthetically pleasing, and ethically evaluative, to name a few. His artwork is important in photography in starting conversations about various matters going on in the world.